Okay, let's just see if this works again. Just doing a very quick stream. Hopefully, you can hear me, all of you. Okay, this should be fine now. Alright, well, good evening once again, everybody. Glad to have you here. And hello, humans. Good to have you here. My name is Serjay Svek, the color surfing DJ VTuber, and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Hello, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you sliding in. Hello. And yeah, I'm on keyboard. I'm on my cell phone right now, so I'm unable to do shout outs as always. But yeah, glad to have you here as always. Notification squad here. I have some coffee in here, and for now, I'm gonna be finishing some leftover chocolate cake from Christmas. So, how are you doing today? Glad to have you here. How was your holidays so far? Yeah, so the story, just to let anybody know who's watching the VOD, the reason why I'm not VTubing, why I'm not using my usual setup right now, is because the Wi-Fi at home got cut off, unfortunately, and we're still trying to find out the reason. It's already been like that for like a couple of days now, so it's kind of hard, and we're trying to figure that part out. And we already went to the internet service provider, and it looks like we're the only one in the entire area that's having this loss of signal with our internet. So it's possible that we that maybe we just hit the cable or something, because our home is very busy at this time. So probably a box hit the cable, or maybe a wire got dislodged. Who knows? But unfortunately, that is affecting all of us because we now have to use mobile data, and I am using mobile data as well. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are at right now. Could be better, but we're trying to stream again like it's 2020 back in the day, and that's just how I used to be, No capture card, no model, no OBS. Well, maybe no OBS, just a Nintendo Switch in the background, my cell phone here, and a dream. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But how are you? How are you? Glad to have you here once again. Thank you very much for stopping by. If I want to say something, I want to say something that thanks a lot again, for always being there right when the stream notification comes up. If there was like an early bird award that I could give to people aside from like VIPs or artists or moderators, then I definitely get that reward. No question, in my channel. And I thank you always for being there. Let's go ahead. Yeah, this is Mary Grace chocolate cake. Yeah, very sinful. Not good for the health, but it's the holidays, so we get to enjoy that. So good. I can only justify this by saying that I need to help my family make room in the refrigerator, because my sister is doing a lot more cooking in the next few days, so we need to make room for her ingredients. So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. But yeah, that's just pretty much how it is. Things are getting a lot colder nowadays, especially with the weather. Goodness gracious. I always say that if worse comes to worse and global warming drives everything up the wazoo, then I would think that I would enjoy snow, but not the cold that comes with winter. I don't know if you've ever experienced snow or the winter cold before, but just just these temperatures alone, like maybe 18 degrees, 20 degrees, is already enough to send me shivering. What more if we have to reach zero and below? Imagine what's going to happen to the people. Yeah, to those who don't have access to homes or warm clothing. It's going to be horrible for them. Reeker, good to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and have some of this leftover Mary Grace chocolate cake. It was a special request from a member of the family that we get something from Mary Grace. So they got spoiled this Christmas. Oh boy. I had to be extra careful not to eat it, to drop a crumb on the floor because we have dogs and chocolate is bad for dogs. Very good. It's not the chocolate truffle cake. That's the best one. Ah, come on, Reeker. Just because you brush your teeth doesn't mean you can't. Just doesn't mean that you can't do it again. Sometimes the extra effort is worth it for that extra slice of cake. Hello, Graham. Hello. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we're just enjoying some food, leftover cake, right now. And I don't have my setup right now because we don't have internet connection at the moment. So yeah, I'm just using mobile data right now to compensate for that. But I love streaming too much to not want to stream. How is everybody doing today? How are you all in your parts of the world? It's very cold, like I mentioned earlier. It is way too cold, especially in the mornings. Yeah, yeah, it can definitely get expensive, Graham. That's why I actually use prepaid data now. Because before I used to be postpaid, so it's like this phone that I'm using to record, excuse me, or to stream right now. It can. It used to be that I would pay the postpaid, so I would get unlimited, quote unquote, internet, and then every month the cost of the phone would go on top of my bill. But for the past few months, what I observed is that even if I had, quote unquote, unlimited data, they it's like there was a cap that was hit. So I could not, it was a lie. Unlimited data was a lie after all. But then again, I think it's because they did say it's like you only it's unlimited data is really a lie because they said it's like only 10 gigabytes a month or something. And I kind of forgot the figures, but yeah, 10 gigabytes or something like that. And then one time I exceeded it because I had to use my data for something important outside. And because of that, I could not access anything unless I was connected to Wi-Fi like at home. So I decided, since I already paid off this phone, it's already past the 24 months. I what's this? I decided to bring it back and then just do prepaid instead, which is a lot cheaper, especially if you like you're in the Philippines because it's like my bill for this phone and the monthly internet was like around 2,000 Philippine pesos, give or take. 2,000 Philippine pesos. But now, if I want to go prepaid, I just do it like maybe 100 pesos a week. So in a month, that would be like 400 pesos only. And I don't even consume that much actually. I'm surprised that I don't even use that much data offline. It's only now that I'm actually using a lot because again, I want to stream and I have a crippling addiction to it. If you want to put it that way. But yeah, it's I know 10 GB is quite a lot, Rieger, but yeah, I thought that I would need that much. But apparently now Now that I'm relying only on prepaid data, I don't need that much actually. So it's a surprise, and it's a welcome surprise too, because I know I spend a lot of time on YouTube and Twitch when I am outside, but I don't really consume that much now that I think about it. So I think going prepaid has helped me a ton financially. So unless you're unless you have a job that requires you to be online, let's say you need to really you have like a lot of video calls that you expect to get offline, if you need to be in video conferences especially, then maybe prepaid data ain't such a bad idea for most of us. And I remember because I renew my contract every couple of years. So what happens is usually at that time I would get another phone to go along with the contract, so at least I can get rid of this phone, for example, that I'm using and then replace it with another one. But I thought this year it's like, this phone is still pretty good. And even if I were to get another phone, because I wanted to get like a smaller phone. So this is my phone right now, for example. I wanted to get like a smaller phone. The reason why is because it'll be easier to fit in my pocket because phones nowadays are huge. They're bricks in your pocket. And I didn't want to have something like taking up way too much space in my pants. So, yeah, but almost all of the phones nowadays are like this big when I want to have something like this big. Unless you want to get something like the Samsung Galaxy S22. This is like, it's closer like to this size. The only problem is that those phones now, they no longer have headphone jacks, which is very important to me. And they don't come with like accessories now. Reeker says, back when I used data for online classes, I consumed like 1 to 2 gigabytes a day. Goodness gracious. That's a lot. And then you have to renew every 10, let's say every week you have to renew. Goodness gracious. You can't So what Reeker says, what I hate about new phones is that you can't transfer apps to SD cards now. Really? You can't do that now? So it has to be all internal storage now? Gosh. Wow. That's very bad. I mean, for those of us who have phones with very very small internal storage, yeah, you have to it'll be very difficult, especially if we still had the memory capacity of phones back in the day when it was very small. That's why we needed like big SD cards. That would have been hard. But that's why they provide big memories now. I wish I had a big memory. Sorry, I could not resist the joke. But yeah, it's very hard, and having to deal with that. But yeah, thank you for sharing. And you can still transfer files though, just not apps on external storages. I see. I see. So at least that one, we could still continue doing that at least because they have a ton of files on external storage like my SD card. I One reason why I got this phone right here is because it had how much was it? Like 512 gigabytes storage internally, and you could get like 512 gigabytes of SD card. So that was definitely one of the priorities on my list. And another priority is that it had a headphone jack. So yeah, it sounds it sounds it sounds very small when you think about. I mean, sorry, it sounds like a very petty thing to want to get a phone that it has a headphone jack. But I love my headphone jack because it allows me to, listen to things on the go without necessarily having to use Bluetooth earphones. Just give me a second, please. Excuse me. Sorry. Still have a cold. Yeah, this is a Samsung Galaxy A71. Got it a couple of years ago, and yeah, that's what made me want to get it because it has a huge storage capacity for my needs, and it also has capacity uh for a headphone jack. That's exactly the reason why I kind of stopped with iPhones because the because iPhones phased out headphone jacks, and if I wanted to use a headphone, I have to get a lightning cable um, headset. So that's awful. But I really hope one of these days that because I think it's like in Europe or something that Apple products are now being phased out with their lightning cables, and they're now being replaced with USB-C. Thank goodness for that. I really wish USB-C would be a lot more universal in the future because I hate having to get separate cables for Apple products like Lightning. And then micro USB is such a hassle. Mm. The caramel on this thing is really good. Really, really good. Reeker says, me sitting in the corner with my 32 gigabyte phone. Yeah. Well, you work with what you can get, Reeker. And my phone pretty much became like an extension of a it became like a it became like an extra hard drive in a way inside this case because I have a ton of files that I use especially for streaming. So what I would do is that I would put some of my streaming VODs in that hard drive that you saw just now, and then I I would put my other stuff in Google Drive, and then in my phone I would put my streaming information so that in case anything gets lost, I can always recover, let's say, my streaming overlays in here. Hello, Rene. Glad to have you here. Good evening to you. Dropping by. Well, thank you for dropping by too. If you need to go, that's fine. But please make sure that you go ahead and get some of this cake as well. We have a lot left over, so consider it like a happy holidays gift from me. Yeah, uh, that's the only problem if you're streaming on Twitch. I don't on using your cell phone. I cannot check other applications, let's say like Discord or Twitter or anything like that. I am stuck using this Twitch until the time that I choose to stop streaming. Because if I do, then I will get cut off. I discovered that. The stream will cut off and then it will end. Um, it's possible that until the time my Wi-Fi gets fixed, I may use what's this? I may use Twitter Space instead because I do have a chat room ready for on YouTube for comments, or if you want, you can type in exclamation point Discord, and you can be taken to my Discord server. It's a small growing Discord server, but we would be more than happy to welcome everybody if you have anything related to food that you'd like to share, which I love to share, or if you want a place to vent, or if you just want to talk to people, feel free to do so. I drop in there quite a lot. Yeah, nothing like a good old Mary Grace cake, Renee, to make you feel fancy. Someone in my family wanted to get Mary Grace for Christmas, and we obliged. So that person is very, very happy right about now. And if you're still Renee, before you go, not aside from that, don't forget to get some coffee from this aqua flask here. Whew. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow night because the plan for the next couple of days is that I'm gonna try to get to Cosplay Matsuri, and I'm thinking it's gonna be a very, very tiring event. So we'll see. We'll see. No, Graham, I'm not yet full of cake. I've still got a lot. I This is not me trying to clear, not me trying to spoil myself. This is me, quote unquote, trying to help my family by making room in the refrigerator for my sister's ingredients. So, for those of you who don't know, my sister actually runs like a food business. Um, she cooks up recipes and stuff like that. So, and delivers them to clients. So, yeah, this is my duty, my noble duty as a brother, to try to make room for my sister. I will take the sacrifice, and I will take the penalty to my weight. I don't want to talk about weight because I know I haven't been to the gym for a while because I've been very busy this month and I was also sick. So hopefully by the things clear out, by the time things clear out in January, we'll be able to get back to regularly scheduled gymming. Yeah, yeah, all of you are free to help me out here. I remember this pretty old 90s movie back in the day called Matilda. And one of the most famous scenes is that. Ooh, thank you for the sub, Renee. Appreciate it very much. And, oh, hello. Itchy. Thank you very much for the gift sub, by the way, to Renee. Thank you very much. You get some cake as well. So, what I was saying is that I remember this movie Matilda from a long time. Well, not a long time ago. It was just the 90s. And then, yeah, hey, Itchy. Hello, Z. Glad to have you here. We're having some leftover cake. It's Mary Grace. Para pa fancy naman. We're feeling fancy tonight. Yeah. Just trying to finish all the Mary Grace cake para we can make room in the ref. Yeah, diba? It's fancy. But you know what's even fancier? It's this is just a regular chocolate cake. If you really want to feel fancy, if you go to Mary Grace, you go to you order the chocolate truffle. Yeah, chocolate truffle cake. That's the real fancy stuff right there. You're gonna die from chocolate overdose. Diba? Isn't it? I mean, think about it, Z. It's a Tito and Tita cake. Mary Grace is Tito and Titas of Manila headquarters. Imagine, I remember going through the menu of Mary Grace once just to see if there's anything that I could eat. Imagine having to order tapsilog for 500 pesos. Pumpkin soup? Oh, I need to go ahead and try that. Yeah. So for those who are non-Filipinos, Mary Grace is like this fancy schmancy resto. It's so it's a bakery primarily. It has there's what's this? It sells baked goods, and it also has a restaurant as well. And it's called Home to the Titas of Manila, the aunties of Manila, because quote unquote, those are like where the fancy schmancy ladies of town go in and then meet up with the friends and stuff like that. And their food is absurdly expensive if you compare it to other people. I mean, to other places. So tapsilog is one of them, and tapsilog is just like fried beef usually, and then beef strips or beef jerky, and then there's garlic rice and then fried eggs. That's it. And normally in places that serve that on the street, you would get that for like maybe 100 pesos or less. But Mary Grace, you could get that for like 500 pesos. And that's a lot of money in the Philippines. So that is equivalent to, let's say, going to McDonald's and then having a 5-star Big Mac. Because the Big Mac is made using Kaiser buns, seasoned with Himalayan salt, and then the patties are made from A5 Angus beef or something like that. So, long story short, Mary Grace is where you want to go. If is Mary Grace is like 5-star red ribbon cake. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and once again, Itchy, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Rene. Appreciate that very much. How is everybody doing, by the way? Angus beef, or if you're not sure, because a lot of people seem to be saying that, oh, our burger patties are made with Angus beef. You could say, Angus beef. Dun 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 ding 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 dun 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 dun. Yeah. I love that. I know people like to meme on Among Us, but the trap remix of that song is really, really good. Hey Ren, glad to have you here. Good evening as well. Cake time. And go ahead and lurk. Ichi, thank you very much for dropping by. And once again, thanks for the gift sub. We're really happy to have you here. And yeah, add the pop cat to the remix, yeah. So yeah, it's been a very busy, well, not really very busy. I just have this urge, this unstoppable urge to stream. So I don't have Wi-Fi right now. So I don't have access to OBS Studio or Stream Elements or anything like that. So I'm just using my cell phone, and I'm on mobile data right now. So yeah, your Tito Serjay has an urge to stream. But going back to the topic of Mary Grace, Mary Grace is fine for what it does. And I don't know, Z, if you've ever tried their hot chocolate before, but one thing that I love to order from Mary Grace is their hot chocolate varieties, because they got a lot. They've got the regular hot chocolate, they've got the Pinoy style hot chocolate, they even have the Spanish style hot chocolate, which has like a taste of orange in there. But my personal favorite is their what's this? Their Mexican style hot chocolate. And Mexican style is the one where it has like a bit of cinnamon in the hot chocolate and then maybe a few other spices. So it becomes, it has like a kick. May tama, may sipa, like that. So yeah, if you wanna feel fancy, go to Mary Grace and order their hot choco. I recommend that. And then you dip, and then you get your ensaymada, and then you dip it in the hot choco like that. Sobrang sarap, pero sobrang mahal. Very, very nice, very tasty, but very expensive. You don't want to get kicked? No, you'll be fine. Weaker. Once in a while. Just to visit. Ren, how are you doing tonight, by the way? How are you doing? Good to have you all here. Oh dear. No, don't hide the chat. I wanna see everybody. So yeah. My sister already actually went to PLDT, my internet service provider, earlier, and we've been trying to figure out why is it that we lost our Wi-Fi, and it seems like we're the only one in the area that has this loss of connection. So I don't know what happened. And it's possible that the only reason why we lost connection is because we've got a lot of stuff coming in for like ingredients for our food stuff, is that maybe we hit the cable and something. So That's possibly the reason why. And I hope it's just because of that. Because, they said restoration is going to take like a couple of days still. But if we can fix that, we should be okay. And Ren says, doing well, tired from baking and all. Still, hope all is doing well there. Yep, aside from that, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And, what's this? Yeah, if you're okay, Ren, I would like you to perform some mod duties for me, if you're still up to it. Mostly just shoutouts and stuff like that. And Stolowing, good to have you here. Welcome, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're just eating some cake for now, and then maybe in a bit I'll go ahead and do one of the things that I plan to do, which is that I want to draw the mascot. So, yep, just the mascot. So we'll be able to have like a mascot for, what's this? For you humans. And, yep, just saw the gifted sub. Yeah, very amazing, isn't it? Very nice. So, let's see. And, yeah, so so we're hopefully gonna get the internet fixed. But it's a good thing, though. It's a good thing that I don't have any work for almost this entire week, because I already applied for leaves. So until tonight, until all the way until Friday. And then on Saturday, New Year's Eve, I'll be working again. Just like Christmas. Christmas Eve, I worked. And, but by next year, my schedule will change. So I will no longer be doing weekend shifts again, thank goodness. I'll be free on the weekends, so I can finally stream on the weekends like most of you will. And we'll be able to see each other as well. So, yeah, that's just pretty much where we are right now. I'm really looking forward to the schedule change. The only problem is that the schedule is going to be 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. So, if I'm going to be going to the office, that means I'll have to go really, really early. really, really early. Like you wouldn't believe. Goodness gracious. Well, that's just how it is, I guess. But if you all get the ability to work from home still in the coming years, then I raise this aqua flask of coffee for you. You are very blessed. I need to make sure to actually drink the coffee this time, because when I was streaming yesterday, I completely forgot that I had the coffee on, and yeah, so it was nothing but cold there. Hello, Mila, it's good to have you here. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome back. And yeah, how was your trip, by the way? And hope you are doing well on your way back. And yeah, Milas is my artist actually. So if you haven't checked out his art, he did pretty much all the overlays, my avatar, my backgrounds, my Twitch panels, all of that jazz. And he's currently working on a new batch of emotes for the channel, so we can try to make things a little easier to see when it's because I know emotes are very small, and my current batch I realize is a bit too hard to read because of their size. So we did a lot of revamping to try to make them a little easier to tell from a distance. Mila says, good enough trip, thank you, that's good enough to know. Good to have you back. Welcome, welcome back. Was it difficult trying to get a flight? And were there a lot of people lining up at the plane, Milas? Because I know December, a lot of people are trying to make the mad dash back to their provinces. So that's also why this entire month of December has been nothing but torture for me. Because imagine trying to get a Grab during rush hour. I have to wait almost every day that I have to go to the office. I have to wait like 3 hours to be able to get a grab. So I cannot imagine how it's like for all of you. Yeah, it's really good. For me, yeah, I still have a cold. I'm still sick. Well, not as sick as I was before because, like in the previous week, I had like a sinus headache. So, because of my very paranoid nature, I'm pretty much like a self proclaimed authority on headaches and chest pains. Like, I know if the chest pain is caused by anxiety, I know if the chest pain is going to be an impending heart attack, I know if the chest pain is just because of like GERD or acid. And headaches too. I know if you tell me where it is, I know it's a migraine, I know it's a tension headache, I know it's a sinus headache. So I had the past few days, a week last week, I had like what's called a sinus headache. So it feels like the pain is originating from like the tip of your nose between your eyebrows and then extends to like your mouth and a bit between on your head. So yeah, that was awful too. It's not as bad as a migraine is, but you can't really focus that well at work. And thank goodness that I had week leave the entire week this week so I can try to get more rest and hopefully we'll get the internet fixed until then because not being able to use Wi-Fi if I have to work from home is such a hassle. Yes, I'm the ache sage. Yes, little one, come approach the ache sage. Tell me, where does it hurt? Oh, oh, Mr. Ache Sage, I got this pain on the left side of my head and it's going through my temples. Ah, my child, you have a migraine. Go get some celecoxib and go get some rest. Z says, gotta hate chest pains due to acid. Diba? Acid, acid chest pains are so scary because I remember the first time that I got it, I thought, oh my god, is this a heart attack? Because it felt so hot, so painful, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I remember a few years ago, Milas would know about this, is that I was really, I was a nervous wreck. And anytime that I felt a chest pain due to my anxiety, I thought, oh my goodness, this is a heart attack or a stroke. I would feel pain in my left arm, I would feel pain in my chest, and then I would always be worried that I would had a stroke. And then the people at the office clinic, they're like, oh god, it's this guy again, probably. Because I would have my pressure checked, and there's nothing wrong with me. It's just because of the fact that I kept researching through Google the symptoms of, let's say, chest pains or stroke or migraines, that I knew these things. And as soon as I recognized them, I said, oh, this is based on my stock knowledge. This is what it is. This is what's happening. I'm going to die. And then my anxiety became a lot worse. So long story short, please, please, I'm praying, please, for your safety, do not rely on Google to figure out your symptoms. Go to a doctor. Real certified doctor, not Google, because Google has pretty much diagnosed me with kidney problems and heart failure a couple of times already. Milo says, oh dear sir, my left calf is sore to the bone. Gee willikers. Sorry, Milas, I only deal with body problems in the upper half. I don't have any experience with leg problems unless it's embolism. The swelling of your feet. So, yeah. Long story short, if you've got problems with, like, say, if you've been standing up or sitting down for a very long time, So make sure you always stand up and move yourself every once in a while, because if not, your legs and feet will swell, and it's gonna make it difficult to move around. Well, not really difficult, but it's just like there's a fluid buildup. So it's always good to drink a lot of water, and it's always good to exercise so there will be no swelling, because in the long run, there's gonna be like an indication that your kidneys are not filtering out the fluid. So based on what I read, other more medically qualified people can explain, but this is just my knowledge given to me by Dr. Google, as provided by Serjay the Egg Sage. Let's see. Reflux gives me migraines too. The 1-2 combo. Oh dear lord. Gosh, it's already bad having anxiety when you've got chest pains. Now you've got to deal with headaches. See, goodness gracious, horrible, horrible. If I ignore pain, pain go away. Reeker says that's true. Sometimes we don't have to deal with that. That's all we could do. This reminds me of something that my coworker and I once talked about. It's like we're talking about like rich people's diseases, because it's like, oh, you know, you don't have asthma, it's just you're having a hard time breathing. You don't have a migraine, it's just a headache. Because, well, people have the resources to be able to actually tell what these headaches are or these body aches are, because, they have easier access to internet and to doctors that can actually help them. So it's also a really bad thing to a number of our fellow Filipinos who don't have the access to those resources, and they are stuck wondering what's wrong with them because they can't really afford medical care, and it doesn't come easily to them. So let's just make sure that when it comes to medical care, that we try to be a lot more careful, and we don't try to be ache sages and not try to misdiagnose ourselves. Because believe me, for the past few years, I had turned myself into an anxious walking bag, and then I don't want to have to deal with that again. Believe me. Dr. Google sounds so goofy if it was a real person, right? Reminds me of that YT vid where Google's a person and people just line up for searches, right? That was a classic YouTube video. Goodness gracious. Z, thank you for reminding me about that. So, yeah, this is just pretty much where we are at the moment, and yeah, I'm almost finally done with the cake. Google, show me the searches pictures of the Serengeti. So, Milas, I will be needing your help, by the way, because I'm gonna try to draw the humans, my mascot, because who doesn't want to have a mascot if you're a streamer? So I will be submitting myself to your judgment. Yeah, now. We're gonna prove that I am not art. Okay, thank you very much for the lurk. Z, you go ahead and enjoy your time. Thank you very much for dropping by and sharing your experiences. And let me know as soon as possible if you manage to try the hot chocolate at Mary Grace. Again, try the Mexican style. I love cinnamon, so yeah. But the funny thing is, I don't like Cinnabon. I cannot go to Cinnabon without my nose feeling all weird, because it's like they use way too much cinnamon there. That's why, if ever I go to Cinnabon, what I usually do is just get like the small cinnamon sticks, not the rolls. The rolls are way too full of cinnamon, and the icing is way too sweet. So usually I get like those cinnamon sticks, with just a little bit of cinnamon sugar, and then they have like their own caramel dip, kind of like Auntie Anne's pretzels, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. Keiki, cake doko, cake is in my stomach. Okay. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead and draw. It's gone, reduced to atoms. That's true. And look at that. I actually attempted to try to draw my avatar one time. And this is exactly the reason why I let Milas and my artists take care of my art. Because it could look a lot better. It could look a lot better. It ain't bad, but it could look a lot better. And this is this Milas. If you've never seen this before, this was supposed to be an art that I wanted to make out of my Splatoon team called Octocon. So the idea behind this is that it's supposed to be split in half here, like a yin and yang, and then there would be like a squid head here and an octopus head, and then their arms would be like forming the corners of an octagon. So that's the goal. An octagon made using squids and octos. I think you would have a better idea about how to visualize it in the future, but this is one thing that I really wanted to try to do. I just can't apply it properly. And this is the inspiration for the Serjay Svek logo that you see in at the bottom right corner of my streams. So this is what it looked like, but Milo's made it a lot better by putting everything into just one row, so it doesn't take a lot of space like this. And yeah, also I asked him to make sure to incorporate the the curve the curve that you see on the logo, because my Serjay Svek logo is this. There, you see. So I made sure that he had to follow the curve of the J and the R and the K so that it would call back to this particular logo that I have here. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe if I go to a convention in the future, I will be brave enough to actually bring like stickers or something like that. Maybe I could give people like emote stickers, or maybe even Svek coin stickers. Don't don't invest in NFTs. Don't invest in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Invest in Svek coin. In Svek we trust. Yeah, but I think I have a long way to go before I'm brave enough to actually to go bring my own merch. I think I need to be a lot bigger first regarding that. Reeker slaps emotes on random walls. Imagine if I do that. I'd probably get kicked out of SMX for that. I just slap emotes everywhere, on the walls, in the restroom, on a guard. Imagine that, the kind of advertising, ninja advertising of Serjay. And then I'll get banned on Twitch and on all of the other platforms. I'll move to YouTube, and then I'll go to Trovo or Facebook or whatever. I'll probably stream on Twitter again, because that has happened, you know. I actually did stream on Twitter when I used to do Restream. So I would stream on YouTube, on Twitch, and then on my personal Facebook page, and on Twitter, all at the same time. So, so I found that Twitter is not a good place to stream. If you want to do Twitter Spaces, I think it's a lot better to do that. Mods, can you type in exclamation point Discord for me? Exclamation point Discord. Because if you want to do Twitter Spaces, you might as well have a chat room. And I do have a chat room available on YouTube for that, where my schedules are. But you can also have, what's this? You can also have a Discord chat available, which is, shameless plug, here in the chat right now. Thank you. And we're still trying to grow it, but hopefully we'll try to get more people to talk on it. And you're more than welcome to visit. I'm gonna be the next Banksy. Banksy Svek. Goodness gracious. And Reeker, if you can find all of my Svek coin stickers, you will get a prize, apparently. Sorry, wait first, please. But first I gotta make them. I gotta make these stickers first. Scroll through the memes section. Nice. Yeah, we had to Mila's, if you want to get good memes, you make sure that you get them from Mila's. Mila's is great at getting meme jokes. Trust me. He's been posting quite a bit on the chat, on our personal chat. Mila says, doing some line art for your new emotes, by the way. Just getting my groove back after a bit of a hiatus from drawing digitally. That's fine. I'm not a meme master, but I do know memes. We are not we do not need to be masters of the meme, Milas. We just need to believe in the memes in our heart. What is that? Is dark humor welcome? Well, Reeker, you could go ahead and try. But let's not do way too dark, please. Like, not about death or anything like that. So I mean, I don't know. You post it, and then if you find your post deleted after, you will know that it's not allowed. I have limits to that, but we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, let's try to draw a human. Not human, a human. Because that's what you all are called now. Thank goodness once again that we finally changed the name here, because I kind of got a bit tired of saying salutations Serjavians. I know there's a signature line, but for one, that's way too many syllables, and Serjavians sounds a little bit too narcissistic. Even though I do believe that. A human? Yeah, it's a human. Because we're all about color here. And human. Yeah, Reeker. Nanashi Mume style. Human. So, yeah, we have to really say human, so people will know. And the reason why I removed the hyphen, Milas, is because if I try to do the hashtag human, the hashtag only goes up to hue. If it's separated by a hyphen, it's only up to here. So just to make it complete, I put them into one word only. Human. So I'm thinking the base of our human would probably be either a circle or an ink drop or something like that. So it's either one. And because who doesn't love really circly things for future plushes? Wink wink. Future merch incoming. And what could I put here? So, can we post non-original memes? That's fine. You can post non-original memes. No worries about that, Reeker. When this stream ends, I better see that memes chat become lively. No, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah. So I'm thinking that for the humans, just like um, just like me with my avatar, I'm thinking that we could also put the Ushanka hat right here with the flaps down, and then put like the fur, put the fur over here like that. Maybe put the Serjay symbol on this, just like me. And then just like little glasses, like that. And then like that. So what would probably differentiate it from me is that they don't have mouths. In my avatar, I already don't have a nose in my avatar. So for you humans, you don't have mouths. We do not allow objections in the fair isle of Serjavia. So you have eyes to see only me, but you do not have mouths. Scream all you want, but you cannot. The, for legal purposes, this is considered a joke. So please do not take this way too seriously. Thank you. Ahem, ahem. Like that. So yeah, do not clip that. That's gonna be taken out of context. So this is what I originally thought as a logo, like just a circle, blobby thing, and then just have the hat, and then this, and then if we try a blot, I have no idea how to make the ink blot work though. Like, so what if I put the hat on? It doesn't really work because it's like if you put the Ushanka, the Russian hat, on here, at least it's okay. You can still tell it's a circle. But if you put it on a blot, on an ink drop here, you need to have like an indication that it is like an ink drop. Otherwise, if it's covered by the Ushanka, then it becomes just another regular circle. So I need to think of something to make it a little more distinct. So circle is fine as a start. Circle with the hat and then the glasses. But I don't know, if any of you artistic types have any ideas, feel free to let me know, because I think what I really need included in my mascot is the hat and the glasses. So now we're crowdsourcing here. So we need to have the hat, and we need to have the glasses, and maybe some colors as well. So definitely we need to have that. Don't mind the handwriting, okay? I'm only writing, it's only like this because I'm writing it propped up. If my hand is, if it's like this, it looks slightly better compared to this. I remember my teachers used to say, "Oh, Serjay, your handwriting looks like chicken scratches. No one can read this." And it's like, thanks a lot. And you know, my family always gives me grief whenever I have to sign official forms, because my handwriting apparently looks awful for them. Whenever they say, "Oh God, your handwriting looks so ugly." Thanks a lot, guys. Right. A scarf to cover the non-existent mouth. Interesting. Reeker, that sounds as though we're holding everybody hostage. But interesting choice. So we have like a scarf here, a rainbow. So instead of having like a rainbow jacket like I do, we can have like a rainbow colored scarf. Interesting. So it'll be right here, and then it'll trail for like a bit to hide our war crimes. Hey, humans are a very are a very peaceful race. We do not cause war crimes, okay? That's my job. Serjay is the one that does the war crimes. You guys, you do the memes, okay? So I like the idea. Thank you for the idea. So we have a scarf, a rainbow scarf that we can include here. Uh, what else can we include to make it a little more distinct? Um, is there anything else that we can include? So, let's see. Hat is here. What else? What else? So, put the scarf, or because I'm kind of worried about having a body, you know? Because if we make a body, let's just say for the future, we have future merch, then it's gonna be a little bit difficult to deal with, you know? It's gonna make things a lot bigger. It'll be easier to have like something just simple and round, you know what I mean? But oh, brows. My devil brows. Right, right. Yeah, that's it. The devil's eyebrow. Because when I was younger, I actually used to be teased in school because one day when I woke up, my eyebrows naturally curled up, and they almost looked like devil horns on the ends. And that used to be one of my nicknames back then, Devil's Eyebrow. So Miles would know. He was one of those people. So yeah, it just curled up naturally for no apparent reason. Probably because the eyebrow hair became a bit too long. So it just curled up towards the edge like devil horns. Like that. But now my hair, the eyebrow hair is not as long as it used to be. So it doesn't curl as much as it does now. What does curl up is that if I have like I don't cut my hair for a long time, my sideburns are the ones that curl up now, like devil horns. I guess that means as I grew older, my straight hair as a kid became curly hair. So that's weird. That's actually something, because as a kid, I used to be teased by my siblings that I am not what's this, a member of the family, because I had straight hair compared to my siblings who had curly hair. But now it looks like I'm getting the wavy curly hair too. So if we put like a body, so let's just say for example, we have the head here, we have the hat, fur, Serjay symbol, we have the glasses, eyes, no brows. Let's not scare the let's not scare the kids, Milas. Let's not scare the kids when it comes to this. And we'll put a scarf around the mouth, a rainbow scarf, right? Trailing here. Then we have like a body. Right? Very simple body. Of course, we give them the best shoes in the world. Converse Chuck Taylors. Oh my goodness. Just kidding. It's either Converse Chuck Taylors or New Balance is just for running. We are not giving them Crocs, okay? We are not giving the humans Crocs. I am a merciful leader. I don't care if you like Crocs. That's fine. It's just I cannot subject you all to wearing Crocs. Did you know that there's actually this there's like this alternative brand of Crocs. So, and the holes is what's this? Is instead of, you've seen Crocs before with the big holes. So the Native is the name of that alternative brand. And instead of like the big holes you would find in Crocs, Native's holes are a lot smaller. So they're not so obvious if you don't look at them up close. McDonald's shoes? Okay, Rieger, I could consider that. But not Crocs with rainbow socks. Milas, please. Our mascot is going to be the most humiliated being in all of Twitch. Okay, so we'll just put like shoes here. Okay. And then for the gloves, because just to make it simpler for future merch, we're thinking of the future. We'll just put like mittens. So nobody has to draw fingers anymore. And it's also keeping to the theme of me because I realize, my Liz, I don't know if you realize this, but when I made my avatar, I kind of unintentionally made myself into like a very winter themed person. Because I've got the fur hat, I've got the fur jacket, and I'm like, I'm in the Philippines. Why am I wearing fur? I'm gonna die if I cosplay myself wearing fur. But yeah. So probably for you humans, we're gonna have like fur mittens. Like that. And you know what? Instead of wearing shoes, to keep with the winter theme, we're gonna make it into Uggs. We're gonna give you all Uggs. That's right. We're gonna give you those furry boots like that they tease in America. Like it's Ugg season when you go out there and then you get your pumpkin spice latte. Yes, more fur, more. And Tuna, thank you very much for the raid. Glad to have you here. Thank you for sharing your community. Mods, can you please use exclamation point SO and space Tuna Misashi, please. That'll be the shout out command. Exclamation point SO Tuna Misashi. And once again, thank you everybody for dropping by. Glad to have you here. I am Serjay Svek, and this is what my avatar looks like, just so you have a representation. Thanks for the shout out, Milas. So this is my name is Serjay Svek. I am the Color Surfer VTuber, and normally I would stream games like Splatoon or do my weekly Just Chatting stream, and where I talk about stuff for a couple of hours and you're all forced to listen. But unfortunately, today I don't have Wi-Fi for the next couple of days, so I'm just using my cell phone and mobile data. And today's theme is that we're trying to draw a new mascot, a mascot for my fellow humans, my followers. So we're trying to look forward to the future, so that for future merch, quote unquote. So there's that. And how is everybody? Tuna, thank you very much for the raid once again and for sharing your community. Everybody, all of you humans, if you haven't followed Tuna, she is one of my inspirations for doing Just Chatting streams. So if you want to learn a lot about how to deal with things, about love, advice, and all of that, make sure you follow Tuna as well. And she also got an amazing new model upgrade. Goodness gracious, amazing art on that one. Feel free to go ahead and give them a follow. And also, thank you for the follow, Raf. Thank you very much for that. And also for the raid messages, Canny Clerk, glad to have you here. Yeah, good to have you here. And how am I doing? Well, I just finished some leftover cake from Mary Grace. Someone in the family was craving Mary Grace cake for Christmas, so we obliged. And now we have to finish it. So it's kind of like how in parties, if you have lechon for someone's birthday, and then if no one finishes it, the next few days are spent eating lechon paksiw. like that. So you gotta finish it. So I might as well start right now. And how was the stream? By the way, what were you talking about? For me, it's just pretty much this. So we can accommodate the time and maybe the mobile data. But yeah, we're just trying to make the humans. So to make them a little more distinct from me right here, I was thinking, it was originally thinking of making like a teardrop shape like that, and then putting my Russian hat there, but it kind of felt weird, so I made it just into a circle, and it was suggested to have like a rainbow scarf instead of a rainbow jacket like me. And then this is what we would look like if we had a body. I was thinking it would just be like the head only, and then the scarf, but just imagining what it would be like if we had a body. Kanye West says, you're talking about circumcision. What? Is that really the topic of the stream earlier, Tuna? Or or what? Because that would have been a very wild stream, I believe. I believe it would have been. Okay, Mila says, add a fur belt, why not? Yeah, why not? You know, I did not realize that my avatar was actually winter theme, because I have a fur hat here, and I also have a fur lined jacket, so we might as well make it winter themed as well. So I'm giving you all fur mittens, so nobody has to worry about fingers, just making fur mittens. And then we're gonna give you Uggs. We were actually wondering what shoes to give, if we were gonna give you like Converse All-Stars like me, but or it would be Crocs with rainbow socks. Why? Why would you do that? So instead we're gonna give you Uggs, those yellow fur boots, while you go to Starbucks and then get your pumpkin spice lattes. Fur belt, fur vest, fur glasses. You know what, Milas? We might as well just make our mascots furries. At this point, we might as just well make a furry mascot and then be done with it. But I don't know what kind of animal would best represent our humans, because we're humans. We're supposed to be looking like people. Let's just make Cousin It from the Addams Family. Yeah, so this is what you all look like now, humans. Nothing but hair. And then you have my hat, my fur hat. You got my glasses. And then that's it. The ultimate human. Nothing but fur. Gosh. Alright, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it, Kenny, and you take care. And also, just to wind down, because I think we made a lot of good progress here. Maybe we could just stick to something like this. Or this. Like, this is gonna be like if we're gonna make like a plush, like an avatar, Milas. So if we have like an avatar, we could make it like this with a body. But if ever in the future, quote unquote, if I get big enough, we'll have like, we're just gonna cut off their bodies and then just make the heads for plush. It sounds so gruesome, you know. Okay, we don't need your body for plushes. Boop. Heads. Just the heads. Homo Furbians. What? That's a scientific name of our humans, goodness gracious. But yeah, this is just pretty much what we're thinking about. By the way, for those of you who are coming tomorrow, or who are here, anyone planning to go to Cosplay Matsuri, by the way? So, I'm planning to go tomorrow, and hopefully on day 2 as well. So, let me just get this ready over here. I wish I was able to find, if you know anybody that can make like that can tailor my rainbow jacket for me, because I realized that that's the most difficult part of my costume for future cons. Feel free to let me know if you know anybody that can help with that, so I'll be able to make I'll be able to look more accurately like Serjay for future cons. So let me just where did it go? Hold on. I'm just putting on the outfit that I'll be wearing tomorrow. So if ever you see me wandering around Mall of Asia, because I don't know if I'll be able to get a ticket. So if you see me wandering around Mall of Asia and you've got and or in SMX, feel free to say hello. I would love to say hello to all of you. So this is what it looked like. Hey. So I don't have my rainbow jacket. This is all that I got. And I've got my flesh-colored fingerless gloves. And I also have my hat available. So, yeah. If you see this guy wandering around SMX, or of course I'm gonna wear the red shirt. I just don't want to wear the red shirt right now. Okay, but I'll definitely wear a red shirt tomorrow. So at least people will come. If ever you see me, be more than welcome to say hello, to approach. If you want to take pictures, if ever, I'm feeling ambitioso. But yeah, say hello, and just tackle with consent, Rieger. Tackle with consent, please. You can. I might break my glasses, and that's the worst thing that could happen at this time. But yeah, if with consent, man. Yeah, we have the same glasses. That's good. Yeah, and that's the reason why I try not to be a webcam streamer nowadays, because you see, look at that. It's reflecting the webcam. So it's always different. And God, you've changed. Fame has made you different. My friend is gone. Hey. Hey, Milos, Serjay is here. Kevin is still here, all right? It's just we have to be brave for tomorrow. And we have to let people know that Serjay has arrived. If ever I'm not going to get a ticket, I don't intend to line up very early at the venue and try to do this, so wish me luck if I can get a ticket tomorrow. Sure, thank you for the lurk, Tuna, and thank you once again for the raid and for sharing your community. So, if ever we see each other, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to say hello as well. I would love to do that thing that I see on like Facebook or Twitter, where it's like you're all holding your cell phones and you have your avatars with you, and someone takes a picture from above. That is just so cool. I would like to be part of that one of these days. Hopefully by tomorrow we can. But yeah, so if you see me wandering around the area or MOA, feel free to go ahead and drop by. If I can't, then you'll probably just find me relaxing across the street in IKEA. We're in Mendocor Ramen Ba or something like that. Or maybe even in Single Origin Cafe. Just across the street, so you could come visit Serjay and obtain his age sage wisdom. Tito Serjay, man. Sumasakit yung ulo ko. Ah, okay. I see, my child. You have a migraine. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Cabidon, Rieger. I need to work. What's this? You want me to? I need to practice my Cabidon. Cabidons you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What are you doing over here in this part of the world? You're very far from where all the other people are. So, why don't you go ahead and let me take you to where it's safe? Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl, Muslim man, why don't you go ahead and let me... why don't you go ahead and let me be your boy fee? I I don't know how people are able to say those lines without bursting into laughter, because I cannot. I have tried ASMR. I have tried boyfriend experience. I don't know if it's because I don't have the experience or it's because I just lack the charisma, but I can't do ASMR. If you want memes, I can do that. But if you want ASMR, I need more practice. Hey, baby girl. Excuse me. All right. If you, for the fans, for the true fans, Mila says, shout or scream "crab battle" when you see Serjay. That will be the secret code to get to him. Yeah. If you shout "crab battle," I'll probably turn my head, because it's like that is like my trigger phrase for that. Because for those who don't know, crab battle comes from this very old Newgrounds animation based on Metal Gear Solid 3. And the signature line is that they were talking about crap battle, like that. So so that's why if you see me playing Splatoon sometimes, I also say crap battle, because there's a crab that you can fight in there. It's a special weapon. So if you say crab battle to me, chances are I will recognize you. So I'll probably put that there. So if ever you see me in the area of MOA or SMX, just crab battle, and probably Serjay will pay attention. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I don't have like a very big lineup for tonight because I need to save my mobile data for tomorrow, and hopefully I will be able to get a ticket, because I couldn't buy online, so I might as well just hopefully buy tomorrow. I need to make sure that I bring a lot of snacks, because it's gonna be a while before we get anything. But I want to thank everybody again for dropping by, and no rating for tonight, unfortunately. I cannot check who is online at the moment, so we'll just go ahead and end it here. But thanks once again, everybody, for dropping by. And sees a horde running towards me if we go for crab battle. Goodness gracious, Rieger. I would one of these days, if ever I drop by, I will just be swarmed by people. That will be the day. But for now, I'm glad that I have all of you who dropped by today. Despite all the scuff and despite the limited resources, we were still able to go through quite a lot today, and I'm very thankful for that. So if you haven't yet, and if you want to hang out, don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. And mods, can you do the exclamation point Discord, please? We do have my Discord server open, so if you want to go ahead and hang out there and try to contribute to the conversation, feel free to do so. And yeah, it's just something that I think we should try to do once in a while. So yeah, thank you for that, and yeah. So that's it. Hopefully we'll be able to see you tomorrow if I manage to get a ticket. And if not, I'll just be going around MOA, and then you might find me there. So my name is Kevin, also known as Serjay Svek. You take care, always stay safe, and keep the world turning. Bye now. See you hopefully tomorrow in the flesh. And also, thank you for following Cool Beans Boy. Last minute follow, I saw that. Came from the tuna raid. Don't forget to follow us on. No, don't worry about it. Thank you for following, and hope to see you all again, hopefully by tomorrow. Bye now.